I'm Chico Teixeira. I'm from Brazil. My movie calls Absence, and it's a film about one guy who have 16 years old and one guy child, but when 15 years old, that is a man. He's not an adolescent more. He's not a child more, and he came into life until the back door, for the back doors, you know? That's it.
Dois massas? Pegar aqui bem bonita pro senhor aqui.
Obrigado, senhora Legenda. Tá aqui, ó. Porra, moleque, você não para aqui mesmo, né?
Dois maços bem bonitos. Duas é 5.
Parece formiga aqui, né?
Não, beleza.
Alô?
E aí,
Alô, senhor?
Mano.
Ô, professor,
Aí,
tudo bem?
sim.
Como é que tá, professor? Ele tá aqui, sim. Já passo pra ele, ó.
Ô,
Pois
professor.
não, vai levar seu cachorro? R$5. Pois
Ah.
não? Tá bonita essa.
Tá.
Essa aqui? R$5, tá aqui. Obrigado, senhora.
Aí.
Bom fim de semana. Aí,
Salsinha.
já decidiu? Você me deu?
O que mais?
O seu é
Alface.
3, né? Tá aqui, senhor. Obrigado, viu? Até logo.
Batata também? Tá bom. Pode ficar sossegado, eu levo sim. Eu entrego. Beleza? Tchau,
Tudo
professor.
bem,
Falou.
senhor? Só um momentinho.
My first question actually is what interests you in kind of like male adolescence and growing up, you know, from boyhood into manhood? Is that a topic that interests you in general, and why did you make a movie out of it?
Yes, this topic interested very much me. Gilda help me, okay, about my English.
She's gonna help you. She's gonna be there. Yeah.
And then specifically,
Specifically, yeah.
specifically this movie, I would like to talk in this age of 15, 14, 16 years old people, because it's not a child, it's not a man, it's in between. For me, it was very hard to do when I was 15, when I was 14. It's really hard. People, I thought that I was different than the other peoples. I would like to talk more with older people, older than me, and I don't know what's hard. I don't know how to say in English. I don't know how to say in
Difficult,
Portuguese. My feeling is that was very hard.
It was very, very difficult.
Very difficult, yeah. And then I was thinking about the story to tell about this, my difficulty, yes. And this is very good, I think, for me when I write something that is not resolved inside of me, you know.
Yes, okay.
And then I want to write. I want to see this in the mirror. Yes, I want to really get deeper in my mind about this. That's why this was a 15 guy.
But with this story specifically, also, is he doesn't really have a support system, you know, like a functional family with a mother and a father who might be supportive. It's all missing in a way. So how would you like characterize his environment? What does it look like, and what is he missing?
What's the environment?
Surrounding?
Surrounding.
Ao redor, tudo que está ao redor.
Todo ao redor. I think this guy missed a lot of things. I think he missed his father. I think he's missed friends. I think he's missed a hug. I think he's missed some place in his house that is very warm and calm. Yeah, you know. And in my mind, I think it's very hard when you're born and you are in a family that is not very good structured. Structures. Yes, it is. And I forgot your question.
What is he missing? The environment, you know, like you said, there's no structure.
Okay. And for example, for me, I think about when, for example, Serginho, when he lost his father, I think he going to find, he trying to find somebody, not another father, but somebody who preenche, who get a
Feel like
Compassion or empathy? No, compassion.
maybe to not be empathy, like need someone to feel warm, to warm,
Affection, not a father affection exactly, because we don't, when you lose a father, when you lose a boyfriend, when you lose a girlfriend, when you lose a big friend, it's not, you don't find the other person again. But I think we can try to find some emotions about that you lost.
The loss.
In your mind. And then Serginho was trying to find it with the teacher, with the friends, Mudinho, his friends, and he's trying to find someone to branch to get it full about these emotions. It's good.
Very good, yeah. But how did you, as actors, like begin to rehearse and get into that environment, that mood of the film?
We did rehearsals for 2 months before we started the move, and we had some a lady who is called Fatima Toledo.
Okay.
She's a very famous lady to do this kind of thing. She just prepared us, like put us in this kind of motion, like we were together already in the rehearsals, so we have to feel what we was gonna feel at the move. So find this, find what like I had to feel that I couldn't take care of him. That's what I had to find out. And we just look for our lives, because everyone, like he said, when he was young, he felt like this, and everyone knows inside this feeling, but we've been for a long time trying to bring it very in skin, like to be very, and when we went to the set, was already in the mood. We were already the characters.
How was it for you as a woman to play that sort of character?
The case, like, for me, she wasn't a woman for a long time. She started to drink because she was so alone and needed someone like him. The other things, like, for me too, and I was in a kind of mood, like to find someone inside me that was the same as this woman. And I was feeling I wasn't exactly, my life was not exactly great as a woman. That's how I made the contact.
Okay.
And then I started to feel that mood inside, and I don't know, just I look at him and he was my son. I don't have children.
Okay.
So I had to create this experience, but his script was we couldn't read it, but we knew just about the feelings we had to work on. And I don't know, after 2 months we were that people.
You were embodying
Yeah.
people. How did you experience the shooting process?
Como foi uma experiência no processo? Foi muito intenso, assim.
Very intense.
Exigiu muita dedicação.
A lot of work, hard work.
E, assim, o filme pedia uma entrega não só minha, mas de todos os atores.
We had to give all of our feelings, like give everything from our lives, the experience, just to put everything there.
E nas preparações,
In the rehearsals,
eu criei relações muito fortes com pessoas que estavam envolvidas com o filme. Chico, Gilda, Irandir.
he created a very strong relationship with all the people who were there, with Chico, Irandir, that's a great actor, is not here, is the teacher, and me, with me.
E que o Serginho é um menino de 14 anos que está no momento de transição, assim, sabe? Ele está se
Serginho
descobrindo.
Is a 14 years old boy that is just finding out things, just
Tipo, ele já passou dessa fase. Ele não é mais um menino, mas ainda não é um homem, sabe?
it's not a child, but it's not a big boy, it's in between
E é isso.
about this.
How? My other question is how. Did you think a lot about his sexuality in general and his relationship?
Sexuality?
His the way he deals with his sexuality.
For me, no, if I
Not personally, not.
Then I'm right. It's the same for me.
I'm thinking about your character in the very scene.
Yes, I think a lot. I think a lot of sexuality too.
Yeah, that's a 15, 16. You're like horny all the time, basically.
I think so, but I think that the sexuality of this guy in the film was very like he tell me, like he told us, he's discovering. He don't know if he's a gay, if he like men's, or if he like women's. I think if he likes, I think if he was a gay, I think he was have some boyfriends. For example, the Mudinho, maybe his boyfriend, but he's not my friend. He was a very close friend, maybe 1 year after Mudinho, boyfriend of him, or maybe not too. It's like that he told us he was changing, he was experimenting. Né? Silvinha, the Japanese girl, that he was her girlfriend. I don't know if Silvinha was her girlfriend or not. I was a platonic lover. I don't know too.
So do you think he's gonna find that out in the future, or what?
I think so. He will find that out in the future. I think he will find out. He will find out in the future about Silvinha. I think he will find out in the future about the teacher. That he really don't know if he loves sexually the teacher, or she or he admires the profession, the teacher. That my God, somebody who give me attention, somebody who give me protection, somebody who give everything, and I'm jealous about him. When he saw the other guy there, the other little boy, the teacher was there, and you have something in between, you know. If not, he is jealous. He's not jealous. Why he's jealous? Sexuality, and he do a very. It's not erotic, but very sensuality.
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 Yes.
Sensuality every day. The teacher. I don't know if he knows. Serginho knows that he's sensuality. The teacher, but the teacher feel very sensuality about him. The teacher want to wow, go through him, kiss him, put in your here,
Lap on the lap.
yes, go to sleep. No. Cannot do.
Okay.
15 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's a teacher.
Yes, he can. His role doesn't allow it to do it. His social role. So he has not a defined sexuality yet.
I think so.
He doesn't have.
No, not defined sexuality yet. Yes, but in six months or 1 year, he'll be fine. Alone in life.
Yes.
With no family. Walking his legs. You know, walking alone his legs, and
We'll find out.
he will find out.
How did the people react in the audience when you screened it last night? for the first time, the audience reaction?
It was very good. It was very funny because when I screened the film, I want to see again. But I see in the back, the last chair, to see everybody. The verse here, and I see everybody very do not move a lot. When the movie is not good, you say like this, you get the phone, everybody.
So focus.
Focus, yeah, the verse like this. Do not move. 3 persons went out.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's
Sometimes it's that's okay.
Say, Chico, no, it's okay. Cinema is like this. People do not like. It's okay. It's democratic. Yes, it is.
How do you feel about the finished film now? When you watched it yesterday, did you think you really created this world? Do you feel satisfied?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really great to see. The first time I saw is different from here. That is a big, big screen. What was great to see. Was very special. But when I saw the movie, like Chico wants real life. He never allowed you to do some like an actor. No, stop it. I want a life. So sometimes I used to think, am I doing something? I was just there living and doing nothing. And then when I saw the movie for the first time, I was absolutely shocked because everything was there at the eyes, inside. You can see everything. We have no many words in the movie. It's more like you can feel it about, you can see it, but the words we say are not exactly important, but the things you see are very important. For me, the eyes are the most important things there. And he just did a great, great, great film. We are very proud to be with him. We love this movie, really love this movie, this film.
Did you show it in Brazil already too? Or?
Yes, we saw Brazil in October.
October.
Yes, October in last year.
Okay.
In the Rio Festival.
Okay, and it was good in Brazil too.
It was good, and we won. Matheus won a prize of best actor.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And was and I gave a prize special of the jury for me. The jury is right.
The jury from the Rio de Janeiro
Rio de Janeiro, yes.
Festival. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Two prizes. Good.
Matheus is the youngest boy to get this prize in this festival ever. It was a big thing.
Wow. Great. You're a proud young man. Thank you so much for coming and showing the film. Do you want to say something? Yeah.
No, I just was gonna say about the audience yesterday.
Please.
Because in Brazil, people got really moved about the film. And then we didn't know how the audience here, the German and people around the world, how they could get it. And we could see they were very moved too. They could feel like this is not, it is a Brazilian thing, like a social structure, but it's more like universal, it's more like archetype.
It is.
So it was really nice to see another people looking at, and it was great.
Great. Thank you so much for bringing this film to Germany or to the Berlinale.
Thank
sharing
you.
your work. Thank you.
Very kind of you.
Very kind. I'm Chico Teixeira. I'm from Brazil. My movie calls Absence, and the film about one guy who have 16 years old and one guy child, but one 15 years old that is a man. He's not an adolescent more. He's not a child more, and he he came into life until the back door, for the back doors, you know? That's it.
Dois massas? Pega aqui bem bonita pro senhor aqui.
Obrigado, senhora Legenda. Tá aqui, ó.
Sim. Tá bom. Pode ficar sossegado, eu levo sim. Eu entrego. Beleza? Tchau, professor.
Tudo bem,
Falou.
meu? Só um momentinho.
My first question actually is, what interests you in kind of like male adolescence and growing up, you know, from boyhood into manhood? Is that a topic that interests you in general, and why did you make a movie out of it?
Yes, this topic interested very much me. Gilda help me, okay, about my English.
She's gonna help you. She's gonna be fun. Yeah.
And then specifically,
Specifically, yeah.
specifically this movie, I would like to talk in this age of 15, 14, 16 years old people, because it's not a child, it's not a man, it's in between. For me, it was very hard to do when I was 15, when I was 14. It's really hard. People, I thought that I was different than the other peoples. I would like to talk more with older people, older than me, and I don't know what's hard. I don't know how to say in English. I don't know how to say in
Difficult,
Portuguese. My feeling is that was very hard.
It was very, very difficult.
Very difficult, yes. And then I was thinking about the story to tell about this, my difficulty, yes. And this is very good, I think, for me when I.
Porra, moleque, você não para
Aqui, ó.
aqui mesmo, né?
Dois massas bem bonitos. Duas é 5.
Pô, parece formiga aqui, né?
Não, beleza.
Alô?
E aí,
Alô, senhor?
Manda.
Ô, professor,
Aí,
tudo bem?
sim.
Como é que tá, professor? Ele tá aqui, sim. Já passo pra ele, ó.
Ô,
Pois
professor.
não, vai levar seu cachorro? R$5. Pois
Ah.
não? Tá bonita essa.
Tá.
Essa aqui? R$5,
Salsinha.
tá aqui. Obrigado, senhora.
Aí.
Bom fim de semana. Aí,
Salsinha.
já decidiu? Você me deu?
O que mais?
O seu é
Alface.
3, né? Tá aqui, senhor. Obrigado, viu? Até logo.
Batata também?
When I write something that is not resolved inside of me, you know, and then I want to write, I want to see this in the mirror. Yes, I want to really get deeper in my mind about this. That's why this was a 15 guy.
But with this story specifically, also, is he doesn't really have a support system, you know, like a functional family with a mother and a father who might be supportive. It's all missing in a way. So how would you like characterize his environment? What does it look like, and what is he missing?
What's the environment?
Surrounding.
Surrounding.